How you guys doing? Thank you for joining me. Welcome back to SB252. And the Jacksonville Jaguars get it done against the Pittsburgh Steelers 45-42. What a game that we just finished watching. And the Jaguars get it done. Everyone, you all know I'm a big Ravens fan, so I'm definitely happy about the Steelers going down. But what a performance. Give a lot of credit to the Jaguars. They came right out there on the opening possession. They heard all the noise all week long, saying, oh, Blake Bortles is garbage. He can't get it done. Well, they went right down the field, and Fournette went up the top and got a touchdown from about the 1 yard line and went up 7-0. Got a second touchdown early. And before you knew it, the score was 14-0 and eventually 21-0 once Yeldon got that touchdown. But the Steelers, we all know how tough they are all season long. All the comebacks they had, game-winning kicks. We think about they've won 10 out of the last 11 after losing to Jacksonville back in week 5. They were able to get an amazing touchdown and make it 21-7. And at the end of the half, on 4th down and 11, think about 4th down. That's really what saved the Steelers all game. He threw it deep to Martavis Bryant, and he caught it in the back of the end zone. Questionable play calls for Steelers today, man. Very questionable. We think about when the Steelers were down 14-0. It's like 4th down and 1. You're in field goal range. Just get the points on the board. Instead, the Steelers decide to put Le'Veon Bell far behind Ben Roethlisberger and pitch it to the outside, and he gets stopped for a 4-yard loss. You don't go for it in that situation. But if you do go for it, you don't pitch it to either side. You try to go right up the middle. So I think there was a lot of questionable calls for the Steelers today. They went for it on 4th down a lot, lucked up a few times, and were able to get a couple. We think about the Steelers coming into this game. We knew in the first one, Big Ben threw 5 INTs. He said that he was looking forward to playing the Jaguars, and Boye came right back at him and said, you better be careful what you wish for. We know the Steelers have a lot to play for, but we also have a lot to play for and a lot to prove, and boy did they play like it today. Bortles showed up. We think about a guy that only threw for 87 yards last week and ran for more yards than he passed for? Well, today, over 200 yards. But the Pittsburgh Steelers defense is terrible. It's terrible. Now, we know they didn't have Ryan Shazier. We pray for him. We pray that he gets better. God bless him. Because we hope he gets better. But the Steelers defense without him and without Harrison, who they could have used, was just outright terrible. They cannot stop Leonard Fournette to save their life. Leonard Fournette, 5 touchdowns on the year in Pittsburgh, which is the most ever for anybody, any opposing player to rush in Heinz Field. Then we think about the first game he had, 181 yards. Today, again, over 100 yards. The Steelers defense, time in and time again, as soon as the offense bailed them out, we think about that 4th and 5 with about 9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. I thought the Steelers should have punted it. Ben put the ball right on the money to Antonio Brown deep down the far sideline against Boye, and he was able to make an amazing catch for a touchdown. That wasn't the only amazing catch Brown made. We know Brown was dealing with that calf injury that he partially tore, dealing with the illness all week long, but still, he was able to make some nice plays out there against Boye, who, in fact, had not given up a touchdown all year when playing one-on-one man coverage. They did like 90 attempts. We gave up 2 today. But like I said, Brown just made the amazing catches. The Jaguars kept going. Assumed they had the answer for everything. They really did. The Steelers, give them credit, but they had to overcome a lot of bad coaching. Like I said, there's a reason why a lot of people question the coaching. You think about it. When the Steelers had a chance to do an onside kick or not, with about 2 minutes left, they went for the onside. You think about that. Once the Jags got a couple first downs, that put them in field goal range. And once that happened, that was the game. And they put them in field goal range. If they didn't go for it, if they didn't do the onside kick, then maybe the Steelers would have gotten the ball back, tied it up, and went to overtime. But they decided to do the onside, and that was the end of the game. Jacksonville, big time win. Now going to New England. Jalen Ramsey and his crew, if they were trying to prove a point to the rest of the NFL, I think that they just made it with a big-time stunner against the Pittsburgh Steelers. What a game. We think about Mike Tomlin saying that in the end of the day, it's going to come down between us and New England. Ben, like I said, he said that he wanted Jacksonville. Mike Mitchell came out the other day and said, we're looking forward to the rematch against New England. all these things fueled the fire of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and they get the big-time win. Woo! Yeah! Big-time win for Jacksonville. Got this terrible towel right here. They get the win, man. Thank you guys for joining us on SB252. Talk to you guys later.